はい、じゃあ、やっていこうと思います。2回行動の2回目、トニー・ウィリアム物語。はい、29回目 ?29 回目になります。はい、よろしくお願いします。現在、ウィリアムは3月、4月の、3月、4月を終えて、打率が3割2分3厘。ホームラン9本、打点34、盗塁7、OPS994 ということで、まあ、昨年と比べてみたらね、もう復調ですね。いや、当たり前でしょ。勝てるでしょ、さすがに。どこだっけ？ごめん、ツイッター見てねえや。どこだ？とりあえず配信開始ツイート、告知ツイート見てもらったら分かったね。もう誰かのツイッターで有名なね、方のあれ、真似しました。何やってんだ。しっかりしろ。また、よそ者のファミリーなんか言われるから。ピッツバーグとかね。そう。こんな感じですね。3月、4月の成績こんな感じ。まあ。始まったばっかりなんで、こっから、また、頑張っていきたいと思います。まだミキヤ君あれでしょ。まだ入社ばっかりだからね。許してやれよ。許してやれよ、マジで。いいだろう。まだちょっと荒削りなとこあるから、許してやれよ。何してんの？独立選抜相手に。
A manager checks in with his ball club.
それはよろしくないな。確かに。ゲールジュニアあれじゃん。移籍してんじゃん。ボストンに移籍したんかい。スネルさんが勝ってる、やっと。4.91。よし、行くぞ。今日も元気にやっていこう。とりあえず5月終わらせますか。今回は。できたね。で、あれ、設定をいじるの忘れてました。あれ、忘れてた。
Are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Blake Snell gets the ball for the Rays in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully, his mojo starts turning
申し訳ないが、ピッツバー、何でもかんでもピッツバーグパイレーツに例えるのは NG。
Into the box now, Tony William. And as we give it a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season. No doubt about that. First pitch coming, here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jenkins will wait on it, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Down in order go the Rays. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, William.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Guerrero will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1. Standing in, DJ Stewart comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 7 runs, an equal number of hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Popped him up. William waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
斎藤取んの？有力なやつじゃなくて高卒取るんだ。あ、でもなんか斎藤いいってか聞いてたぞ。だよね。
Up next for the Rays, Tony William, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just off the inside corner.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hopped up. Bogarts is under it. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Alex Verdugo. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Verdugo.
Here now the 2-2. This one hard the other way. He's got it. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
やっぱ先に取りたいってことじゃない。
At the plate, Pablo Reyes. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught.
Number 16.
後で調べよう。斎藤のこと。
Here now the 2-2. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Xander Bogaerts.
Bit of eyes here as he's going to try to lay one down. To second for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
バント失敗。これうまいっしょ。
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Rafael Devers. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And set to go is the third baseman, Tony William.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Ready with the 1-0.
No, that's low.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. The 2-0.
Nope, that's inside.
And this is where he's especially dangerous because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep too.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, one time, right now.
Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
5月最初のホームランだね。
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston.
2戦目。1-4。
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets the call on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Digging in, Tony William, and as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that.
左にめちゃくちゃ弱い。右はめっぽう強い。
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Quickly on the ground. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network.
ビッグボスのとこラーケンに日体大の
Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to go as the third baseman, Tony William.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on to get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope, that's down.
綺麗な周辺でしたね。643の。
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Martinez is there, and he has it for the first out. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. A hit in 2 tries so far. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. This one's down to third. Reined in. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
周平が周平になるから大丈夫だよ。
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony William. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
William.
お、三塁か。
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1. Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
The 1-0 home.
どこって感じる。
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes.
2試合連続。2試合連続第11号スリーランホームラン。ライトに上が一発を
3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
ほい。何してんだよ。
Well, that one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It has plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Tony William.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1-0 the count. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here it comes. Ball 2. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And it's gone as they add still another.
第12号ソロホームラン。
A solo shot here to left, his second of the game as this lead swells to 7-0.
ほい。2打席連続7対0。
Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling any.
Next up for the Red Sox, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
似合わねえな。なんか、いや、似合うけど漫画みたいな。マニーラブですよ。
Here it comes on 1-1. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
A 7-0 shutout final today. Tampa Bay rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jordan Yamamoto takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network. It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this.
今月5月に入ってもう3本のホームラン。
Victor Rodriguez gets the ball in game
あとは
3 of the
送球
series.
初か。
What do we need to know here,
実は
Danny?
ね、
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
At the plate, Tim Anderson. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Guerrero on second. Bogarts is over at first with 1 away. Bit of eyes here as he's going to try to lay one down.
どうだ
There's one.
Out of there.
But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
苦い顔するぞ
Stepping into the box, Tony William. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that.
一塁かツーアウト一塁だ
First delivery to him on the way.
Inside ball.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Hey, see it, drive it.
Nope.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Ready now with the payoff pitch.
Yeah,
Lifted down the line in left.
これは
Left fielder is on the
レフ
move.
ト
And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Alan Hansen the next to bat.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the second baseman, Alan.
Hey, get him with your best pitch right here.
アレン・ハンソンやりだけより3本の10打点いいね
Now the payoff pitch home. Gonna be a drag bunt. He gets it down. Well, will not be in time. It's a perfect bunt there next to the base runner to lead off the inning.
間に合わねえか
Digging in for his second at bat, Tony William, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is.
ファウル
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle.
投げて投げておい
Nice
変
piece
則
of
シン
hitting
グル
right
とか
there. Looked
東
like the
京
guy
ド
on
ームで
second had to
何度も見た
respect
ぞ
it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Digging in once again, Tony William. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit, or if he's able to put this behind him.
北東部のね
First pitch
大
of
学
the
野球
at
見
bat.
てるから見てるっていうか情報でしかないけど
That boy, nice take.
Here comes the 1-0. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now in the box, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out
10-3
victim last
7回
time.
裏
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super...
下位なら取りそう下位なら
Now
取っていい
it'll
わ
be
よ
the four-hole hitter, Tim Anderson. He reached on a fielder's choice
23ぐらい
previously.
で
Anderson.
One's down to third. Scooped up. And that's the second out. Ready for another shot now. Tony William. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Tony.
でしたよねなんか秋の調子がありそうだし
First pitch on its way.
加工気味だもん
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Grounded weakly toward third. Gonna be a tough play. And there's one down now. 10-6, the final score in this game. Both Sox used a nice fifth inning to take the lead.
なんやかんやで1勝1敗エクリベント外します。こいつは正直いらない。オレンジにしようかな。 長谷部か。そんなに、即戦力か。やっぱつけるか。やっぱね、多分設定して変えてないパターンか。あ、そっか。てか、あれか、あれで買えばいいか。滑ってる？間違えた。どれだっけ？汁はあるじゃん。ああ、大正大。大正大。今回はいいんですか？大丈夫ですか？地雷はさすがにないですか？どうしよっかね。お、楽しみだね。 よし、じゃあ続けよう。やろう。弟そんなに悪いか？いや、上位指名はあると思うけど、さすがに支配下はないか。3番サードね。やっぱそうか。やっぱ注目はされてるけど、なんていうか評価的にはあんまり高くないってことか。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball comes your way next. Luis Castillo gets the ball for the Rays in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
So stepping in, Tony William, and as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Still no score. Now at the plate, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First delivery to him on the way. Adames stands at second with no outs. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Peterson has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. At the plate, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. As he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign.
チーム内の二塁だから。
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Franmil Reyes.
1位か。
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, you can do it. Go on, baby. Let's go.
Full count still. rip down the first base line. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. The runner scores from second.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%.
Digging in and looking for more, Tony William. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken strike 2.
あれストライク
4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And that misses 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Down to 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Nicky Lopez.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Nicky Lopez.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
これはいいプレーだ。
In now, Tony William.
The batter, the third
Here
baseman,
comes the first pitch.
Tony William.
Skied down the left field line. On the move is Peterson. And they can't run it down. The 0-1 pitch. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. High in the air out to center field. Grisham is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Rays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Luis Castillo earns win number 4 on the season.
Victorious Rays, 4 runs.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. These two square off on the diamond right after this. Brendan McKay gets the ball for the Rays in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Batting third.
Stepping up now, Tony William. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
センター前ヒット。初回ランナー出た。初回からヒット出すのは気持ちいいですね。
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one.
例えるならロッキーズですね。
Runner on first with two
ロ
away.
ッキーズ打者天国だからめちゃくちゃ打つのよ。
Hit the other way out toward right field.
Yeah.
Long run for the right fielder, and
That's
now
it.
it'll rattle up against the wall. William rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
飛ばして。
That's why you have to close the door when you can. They had two outs, but the three-hole hitter rips a single, bringing the cleanup man to the plate, and he does what he's paid to do.
So coming to the plate, Tony William. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Fouled off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Hey, see it up, drive the other way. Let's go, big dog.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Rays are in front. So striding in, Jock Peterson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. This is line to left, and that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. And that lead disappears with it as this is now a 3-3 ball game. Striding in once again, Tony William. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the 3rd baseman, Tony William.
Tony William.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right side. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Striding into the box, Michael Ciani, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Popped him up. Adames over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Tony William, and they'll need him to get something going here. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A one-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. My opinion, the best stuff from the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Duncan is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We are still scoreless. Stepping into the box, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Duncan will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, Tony William.
Now batting.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. A dive, but he's back.
Hey, let's go, big fella. He's right here.
First pitch of the at-bat.
No, that's down.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Good rip on it, huh?
The 2-1 home. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Let her rip right here.
The 2-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another.
At the plate, Tony William.
Third baseman.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Ball.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Let's go. Right here. Let it fly.
Here it comes. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Here now the 2-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see, they're 2 away from the bottom spot in that category. 13th best. 6-2, the final total today. Tampa Bay took the lead in the second inning and rode that.
よし。エンゼルス戦か。アデル、レンドーン、ポランコ、マイク・トラウト。トラウトまだ引っ張ってんのか。マッキャノ、マーシュ、ケイシー、ハイデマン、キャッチャー。弟のハイデマンだね、これね。ハイデマン弟か。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Almost time for these two to square off right after this. Miguel Delgado, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
あ、1打席目。
Stepping in, Tony William, and as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Ready with the first pitch, here it comes. A ball and no strikes. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've got a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys. Pitcher went to the well one too many times.
Into the box, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Tony William.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
Too high, 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
3-2, full count.
Hey, get your pitch up there and do something with it. Let's go. Here we go, guys. Come on.
He set the payoff pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Center fielder looking up. Gone! It's a grand slam.
今季4本目の満塁ホームラン。
So he promptly
13号。
unloads the bases with that one. Number 13 for him on the year, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
今季4本目の満塁ホームラン。
Man, that has to hurt. He was one pitch away from getting out of the inning
Yeah,
without the
その入り
wheels
ましたね。
coming completely off. But guess what? Now this thing is stripped.
Stepping in, Tony William. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one.
This is a close one so far, but really go back to that last at-bat. That grand slam he hit really kept him in this game.
And that misses ball 1. Van Meter leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
2 balls and a strike to count. In the air out toward right field.
ライトフライ。
Casey is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Tony William will stand in again, but before he does, let's take you back to the second inning of the ball game. Maybe the key blow so far, a grand slam that really got things started for him.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
The windup and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Hey, like you can up there, like you can. Let's go.
Now the pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them. Like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
8-5 tonight. The Los Angeles Angels came through late, taking the lead in the 8th. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Jesus Luzardo gets the starting nod for the Halos. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Hit hard up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in. kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Ronil.
2-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 2-2. Runners on the move for second. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is the left fielder. The track to the wall. Gone!
レイエスの第5号ツーランホームラン。2点先制。
So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 5 on the year as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
綺麗な放物線がいて打球は左中間へ消えていきました。
Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next.
The shortstop, Jorge.
オレプランクか。
Polanco.
オレプランクだ。ロジじゃねえ。G だもん。
The 1-1. Gonna be a drag bunt. He gets it down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Tony William. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Here we go.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
あれ
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Stepping up to the plate, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Get your pitch and drive it.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Man, what time? Right now.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy.
Ready now, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
That counts 1-1. Nope,
Maybe
that's
too
the ball.
much break on the slider. 2-1.
2-1.
Here's a high pop-up. Rendon is under it near the mound. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
7-5 tonight's final. Los Angeles took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Jesus Luzardo notches his third win of the year. Victor Rodriguez couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped. Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Mitch Keller, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, a lot of guys' lucky number is 7, but as a pitcher, you give up 7 earned runs and you take the loss. That's not a very good number. He's going to hope to be much better in this one here.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tony William. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First pitch of the at-bat. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3. Franmil Reyes would be next. Three-two pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Ready now for L.A., Mike Trout, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Scorched to third, reined in, and there are 2 away now. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Gets this one down. Throw on to first, he'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels strand a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Tony William. First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here it comes. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep it that.
So digging in now, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he lays off there 1-0.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it, huh? Lasers all day.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw in time and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rays 2 and the Angels 1. Now at the plate, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
0-1 the count. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Fly ball to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. 1 hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
The right fielder, number 32, Ronil.
Full count now, 3-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Come on, big guy.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit to short.
And
that's through into left, a base hit. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful, giving them that 3.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And digging into bat next, it'll be Jose Peraza. The 1-1. Grounder down the line at third. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Tampa Bay Rays.
どうしよう、ベリンジャーのフォームじゃなくて。 悪くない。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball starts right now. George Kirby is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, if you were getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately, in his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
So striding forward now, Tony William. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak, maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, William begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Evan White, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that run just 90 feet away at third. They get the force at the plate, relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Digging in now, Tony William, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Tony William.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
That's a ball.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, way to try that. Nice hit. There you go.
Ready for another chance? Tony William. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
William.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball,
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
It's one thing to get.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away. Now the 3-2 pitch. A bullet to first base. And he'll take it to the bag for the out. And there's your digging in, Tony William. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
No one better. Let's go. You got it. No one better. Let's go.
He's set, and the pitch.
Uy.
Vailala has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and a strike. High pop-up. Kita shading to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. '11th inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Tony William. This ball will be chopped foul. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Wow, we've seen some.
Now at the plate, Pedro Vargas.
Mariners, the catcher, Pedro.
Grounder left side. Fielded cleanly. And quickly, there's 1 down to lead off the frame. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Bo Burrows gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season, as he allows only 2. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball comes your way next. Zach Logue is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. William is really quite an athlete. Not only does he drive the ball with great power, but he's also a big-time threat on the base pass. He can really fly.
Yeah, Matty, this guy's got tools oozing off him. When he gets out of the car at the stadium, you know he's going to impact the game, whether with his legs or with his bat.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Tony William, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
This is on the ground over to first, right to him. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Digging in, Tony William. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Aparicio has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys coming to the plate again, Tony William, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes.
Let's go, big dog.
Adames, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Hey, one time right now.
6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning. Now batting, Pedro Vargas. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The catcher, Pedro.
For a base hit here as he gets this one down. The first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the ball. Into the box now, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their...
Well, the discussion around this game is real easy. It goes back to that big 6th inning when they put everything together. They really broke out there and just brought it home after that.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it comes your way next. Josh Rogers, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
First pitch on its way. Tony William stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
2 balls and a strike now.
キャッチャー風心理で言うんでしょうか。
Hot shot to third. He's got it. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make their routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Striding forward now is the DH, Frenmel Reyes. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Putting a lot of pressure on him here to start the inning. Runners on the corners, and they send the runner from first. Got in there safely, and now that takes the double play possibility.
Settling in now, Tony William. First delivery to him on the way.
That's out.
One out and a runner on second base.
And here we go. You got this. Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
でも全然取れないですね。いざ本番でやってみると。
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
左投げのキャッチャーとか不利でしかない。
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside, 3-2. Frenmel Reyes will be next. Runner at second here with one man out. Swinging a looper to left. Left fielder coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the third inning.
Now that designated hitter.
He's running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Standing in, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Tony William.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
ちょっとフォーム変えたけどね、またね。で、PS5 にしたんですよ、実は。
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Lifted down the line and left, and no one will track it down.
やりやすい。PS4 とあまり変わらない。画面が
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
That gets down, and the inning continues. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning. And that'll bring in Frenmel Reyes. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. From the belt, the pitch on the ground to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 7 and the Rays 3. Now with the plate, Tony William. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
第6戦7戦で連勝で取られて、 あっけなく負けたんですけど。やりました、やりました。長かった、長かった。
First pitch of the at bat on its
なんならあれですよ。
This is a tough guy to
ワール
turn
ドシ
two
リーズ
on.
対
It's
戦で
got to
最
be
後
hit
ホームラン
hard.
で
If
す
you're
から
an
ね。
infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
で、第5戦に1試合2発でワールドチャンピオンになったっていう。
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
追加点のソロホームランと、まあ、下入りのスリーランですね。
And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball one.
まあ、ツイッターに上がってるんですけどね。
Good changeup in the dirt, strike three.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect way.
お、3点差になってる。
Striding in, William. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. He'll hold off on the
あ
slider
と
to
ね、ちょっ
start
と、
the
ちょ
at
っと
bat. It's ball
アレン
one.
ジして、こういう画面にしてみました。見やすいですね。
Now the 1-0.
ほい。
Leave it right here one time, kid.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again...
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 8-5 today. The Seattle Mariners came out swinging with a huge first inning that really...
フォームちょっと変えます。ちょっとね、打撃フォーム気に入らねえな。ちょっとベリンジャーから変えたんすよね。
A hitter who's been whiffing a lot is coached to return to his fundamentals.
あれどこだっけ？お？マジっすか？まあ私はいないんですけど、まあバーチャルなんで。お、こうじゃねえんだよな。ベリーテンニーのフォームなんだよ。ラバンビジョの息子。ちょっとオープンスタンスよりの。アブレラはもう開きました。これとかいけないカステヤノスのホーム。そうね。いや、ってちょっと変えてやればいいのか。これ良くないか。そうです。これでちょっと足の位置変えたりとかできます。はい。これは足ですね。で、これはお尻です。まあ、ここはちょっとよくわかんないけど。あ、ヘッドの位置だ。ハンドオフセットいいや。あ、ローテーションってのがバットくるくるしたり。 こう、この位置っすね。これだとバット全然動く。どうですか？この細かい調整が難しいんだよ。60。だからオリジナルのバッティングフォームっていうのもこうやって作れるんですね。59でいいでしょ。気に入らねえな。東証さんが連行されていく。私は言ってませんよ。あんたが言ったんや。白状なやつ。これいいな。いや、買えね。気まぐれ。まあ今こんな感じですね。ちょっとトリプル A で苦戦しちゃって、トリプル A つうかトリプル A ちょっと怪我しちゃって。2021年。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Minnesota Twins. It's Twins baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
なんていうか。
Jameson Taillon gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Standing in, Tony William. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Tony William.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch.
Has a look, now the pitch. Popped him up. Hamilton in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Tony William, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out.
でこうやってカメラの編集ができます。
asked for time.
Here we go.
First pitch coming, here it is. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Third inning, no score to this point.
それは別ゲーや。
Let's go now. One time.
Ball.
And that misses 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
The count now at 2-1. The set and the 2-1. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Caleb Hamilton.
The third baseman.
守備やります
Gets this one down.
しかったこいつ
Hamilton.
But the throw will be in time at first, so he's denied the base hit on a bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
自分でやれ
Into the box now, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Wade will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Up next for the Rays, Tony William. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better. And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done. It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series. And it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
レジェンドなんでこんな
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Minnesota Twins. Twins baseball comes your way next. Devin Smeltzer gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
冗談チャレンジ
At the plate, Tony William, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch.
あ、もう太陽で見づらい
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels. I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up, middle of the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
エディ・ケンディのフォームなんですね。まあロイヤルズが今季ヤンキースに移籍した選手ですけど。
Runner goes for second. Hit in the air to center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. And this throw gets away from him. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. And they're runners at the corners now. Here's the 1-1. Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Now a long throw to third. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. A couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Rays 1 and the Twins. Digging in to try it again, Tony William. He reached on a single in his first try.
Tony.
これはブチギレですね。これはレイ
Now
ズさん
here's
ブ
the
チギレ。
pitch.
これ
First pitch
ワールド
fastball
チャンピオン
swung
かっ
on
こ
and
笑いっ
missed
てコメント打っ
0-1.
てそう。
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
1-1.
Outside.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
よっしゃよっしゃ
Down the
OK! う
line
まい
and fair. That's a hit. And this will
これ
find
大
the
丈夫
wall deep in the corner.
です。
And from the list of stats you'd never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the third inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing. 盗塁しようと配列されてヒット打って逃走。ひどすぎる。
Now batting. The designated hitter. Franmil Reyes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in
あ、
this at
今
bat.
シーズンからちょっと全部操作しようかなってことで。
You got it. No one better. Here we go.
The set and the 2-2.
守備はちょっとお粗末
And
な
he
ので、
lays off, so
お
it's
見せ
full
するか
now,
もしれませんが、まあ
3-2.
許せってことで。
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
まあタイガースのね、そう主力選手
Stepping
なん
in
でね
and ready
こう
for
いう話
another shot, Jorge Bonifacio. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
Let it fly. Let it fly right here.
Here's the 2-1. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one.
He's going to be thinking about that
Wait,
pitch all
why
night if
fucking
he
Solis
doesn't
is
have a
in the
big game
Raptor
right here. Pulled his
Hold on a
front
bit.
shoulder and everything went with it.
And it's fouled away.
誰が後ろ飛ばせって言ったマジで言ってけあーやばい、ほげ出ちゃった。
He's set. The 2-2. Popped him up. Hamilton moving to his left.
あれ
And that ends the inning. Rays strand a pair, but they hold a
結構面
1-0
白いです
lead.
ね、守備。やってみると。
We're just about set to go here as the Twins come to bat in the 3rd inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. Entering the day, they're among the best teams in the league at avoiding the strikeout. I asked one coach about that earlier, and he said it's not something they harp on too much with the players, but they do have a lineup full of guys who want to compete on every pitch and who have great bat-to-ball skills. He added, not every team is so lucky to have that.
1試合平均
Ready
のラン
once
ナー
again, Tony
4.7。
William. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a
でも
good pitch to hit
でも
last time
投
up.
手陣がね、良くな
Looked
きゃダ
for
メ
it
です
up
から
in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
In there, and it's
4
0-1.
私4位になりました。
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
盛り上がりそう。
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. It was a walk in his last trip.
あー、こいつやっぱいいやつ。何やったとんのじゃボケって言ってますね。
The 3-2 pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So they can't get the strike him out, throw him out, double play as there's a runner in scoring position now.
痛いに。
Digging in, Tony William. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Maddie, you're not lying. Last time up squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
23から来てね。まあ、どこぞの、まあ、ヤクルトの出世ですけど。出世番号だからこいつ。
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Wade will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
どうなんでしょう。
The next twin up, Alex Jackson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Alex Jackson.
Now the 0-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Ah, way to get dirty.
Nice.
They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. After this.
うますぎ。やった初サイプレーじゃん。
3-2, the finish in tonight's game. Tampa Bay came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win.
ああ、やっぱりそうなんだ。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Minnesota Twins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
吉川直樹よりか。お前誰や。冗談やもん。
Randy Dobnik gets the starting nod for the Twins. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
At the plate, Tony William. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
William.
First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses for ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Maddie, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first.
The throw is wild, and it gets away. Throw in the second, not in time. He took a chance tagging up, but made it pay off. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up an E7. All set for the start of the 4th, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Tony William.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fouled off.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Fastball well outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And he fouls this one off.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fouled away.
4 foul balls and
カメラ。
this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
ライトフライだ。
A Rosarena is there, one away. All right, so time now for the Twins Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper levels of the minor
そうだよね。
leagues.
めちゃくちゃ活躍してるもんね。彼のね、守備は本当に安心感がある。なお坂本。
Stepping in now, Tony William. As he rips it
Stop.
on the ground to second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the third hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Franmil Reyes.
Here you go. Let it fly.
自動的に1塁のスタート。
He swung on and missed. He got him on
5番か。
strikes.
打ってもろて。
Rays strand just the one. They're down 4-0.
レイズって私のために作られたチームだと思っている。
Stepping into the box, Tony William.
私の
He
名前がつい
singled
てる
his
の。
last time up.
Tony Williams.
なんか親近感湧くよ
Come on,
ね。
big guy. See it, drive it. See it, drive it. Let's go, kid. Come on, one time right here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Adames is off at first with 2 away.
まあ、コーチ変わるんでね、それでなんとか。
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 1-1 home makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
See it, drive it right here. Come on, big.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over.
ヤスリークォーターよりのこの
5-0 finish tonight. The Minnesota
なかな
Twins
か打てない。
posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win.
左もそうだけど。左オーバーはね、なかなかに打ちやすいんだけど。
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Minnesota Twins. It's time for Twins baseball.
あそこ行きたい。今映ったライトスタンドのとこ。ライトスタンドのとこ行きたいですね。超新しいですからね。
Tyler Glasnow, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
The third baseman, Tony.
So stepping in, Tony William comes into this one with 3 hits and 11 at-bats in the series.
Oh.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, thanks, Matty B. Hey, you know what, D-Roll, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Roll, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that.
Now in the box, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right there. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives them. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force through a single.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Lamont Wade.
Number 30,
レイドジュニアじゃん。
2 runs, 3 hits,
これは
and no
セカンド
errors
で
in
投
the
げる。
ballgame
あ、
for
じゃあファーストでいい
Minnesota.
か。一つでいいか、一つで。
This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. And not in time as the run scores. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. Twins forced to settle for 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Ready for another shot now. Tony William, he singled his last time up.
やばそう。
Here comes the first pitch.
阪神のこ
And
とに
this
なる
one's
とね、
down off
急に
the
性
shoe
格変わ
tops,
りそう。
1-0.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
A ball and a strike. 1
打てな
run,
いと思
4
った球
hits,
まあ
and
カウ
no
ント
errors
カウ
for
ントがあ
Tampa
るから
Bay so far.
2匹を見送ることできるからね。
On a line to shortstop. And it got there so quickly, the
So
runner
dry.
didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
ああ、いいね。
Now at the
そうね
plate, Tony William. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
Tony William.
居酒屋どうすんだよ。デーブ大久保か。やっぱり。知ってた。
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count
And a
1-0.
fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no
まあい
strikes.
いや。
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
いいとこに投げてる。いや、怖いな、なんか。
Easy
肉離れ
there,
起
big
こしそう。
fella. 2-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs, and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Albies scoops it up. On to
なり
first,
そう
and
だ
the
な。
Rays
怖
are
いな、
kept
なん
off
か。
the scoreboard here as the
それだ
side
けは
is
やめてくれ。
retired. So
明
it's
るい
no
雰囲
runs
気を
on a hit, no
壊さないでくれ
errors.
よ。
Digging in once again, Randy Arozarena. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Popped up. Williams has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
まあ、それは知ってる。天野さんが投手コーチになるんだよ。一軍の。
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup.
桑田さんは二軍の総監督ですね。ファーム総監督です。
This one's down to third, reined in. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 4-2 the final score today. The Minnesota Twins get their division.
どこだっけ？こっちか。こう見たいから。言ったらいきませんよ。待って。まずいですよ。お名前を出したらまずいです。お名前はまずいですよ。 これってさ、バットのあれっていじれたっけ？カタンチカタンチいやー、ちょっと。この微妙な、55、6あたり。このぐらいあたりかな。どこがしん ?Z か。R2 と L で。そうだね。私は阿野さん個人的に好きでね。あ、いっか。ここでいいか。レンジャーズ戦。ホームに戻ってきました。やっていきましょう。ああ、できるに決まってんだろ、こら。さあ、3番サードですね。ローカン・ギルバートが先発。お、上位ギャロじゃん。おー、いいね。ジョシュベル、あ、ジョシュベル移籍してる。ウィル・スミスがレンジャーズにいる。ラモーリアス監督だ。あ、私も好きじゃないんだよね、デーブね。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Texas Rangers and the Tampa Bay Rays. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show.
やって終わります次は。あー、出たギャロ。1割9。伝説の打率1割30本の人。
Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets the call on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Third base.
うお。すご。ビジョン25しかねえ。2割2分5厘だって。ニック・ウィリアムス。ジョシュベルいいね、やっぱりね。うん。パドレスに移籍した選手ですね。トトと一緒に。ホセラビ、嘘ホセラビ嘘でしょホセラビ移籍してる嘘でしょお前クリブランド裏切ったのがよろしくない。あー、ウィル・スミスは去年までレンジャースにいましたね。あ、レンジャースじゃねえや。ちなみに、この、レンジャーズに、ガルシアっていうね、元巨人のスケートいたんですけどね。 レンジャーズに来た瞬間活躍し始めたっていうね。
First pitch on its way. Tony William is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, it was an up-and-down homestand, 5-4, but they left on a winning record. They got on the tarmac to get on the plane, feeling pretty good about where they're at as a ball club right now. First game of this road trip, they're going to have to smack them in the mouth right in the first inning.
Still 1-2.
ヒットが本当にヒットかホームランかっていう。
2 out, nobody on. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Nothing. Up next will be Nick Williams, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
マグワイアお薬使ってきたから。
0-1 count
真
and
の
the
選手だ。
pitch.
真のレジェンドではない。
Here
や
and
って
they'll
きたよ
try
ほ
to
ら。
beat it out.
投げれねえよ。
Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
そう。シフトの盲点疲れました。
Up next for the Rangers, Ramon Urias. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
Ramon.
Softly hit out to short. That's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Rangers leave a pair, but they lead it 3-0.
おい、ノーヒットってどういうことや。
Coming to the plate now, Tony William will look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The 1-0. Misses for the 2nd ball. William is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. High and away, not close. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's fallen behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Here's the 2-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
So striding in, Teoscar Hernandez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to third. To second for 1. Over the bell for the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
So striding in, Jazz Chisholm, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a huge double play to settle everybody down right now. Giving up a few early runs. Let's see if he can get out of this inning and regroup.
High in the air out to center field. Heading after it is Naquin. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. It's the Rangers 3, the Rays 2. In now, Tony William.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the 3rd baseman, Tony William.
満塁来た。今季すでに4本のマリーゴールホームラン。
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
ちなみにシーズン記録は7本です。ドン・マッティングリーが記録してます。
2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. So they load the bases on 3 hits.
これ先般だわ。
At the plate, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Back up the middle.
ショート
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
これだわ。あ、なんか
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down.
なんか20発30発普通に打ってて、盗塁も普通にできるっていう選手だから。
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final.
The final line score for our ball game.
ちょっと位置変えるね。バットのグリップの位置ね。どこだっけ。ごめんね、しょっちゅうバッティングも受けて。ちょっと気に食わないからね。2戦目。打率3割1分13ホールで47で10盗塁。これが最終成績やってもおかしくないよな。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Texas Rangers and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball, and it starts right now. Victor Rodriguez is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to watch a guy that has a pretty good slurve. A lot of people ask me, hey, what's a slurve? It's kind of in between. It's not really a curveball, and it's not a true slider. It's kind of a hybrid of both. Whatever it is...
Stepping up now, Tony William. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
William.
あ、ちょうどいいな。これだな。
The pitch. This one's down to third. He's got it. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired.
ですね。
Down in order
本当は
go
セ
the
カンドでやりたかったん
Rays.
ですけど、
Still no
チー
score.
ムのお偉いおっさんたちがサードやれってうるさいんで、仕方なくサードやってます。本当。チー
So
ムが
next to the
チームの
plate
フロ
for
ントがフェアから
Texas,
野球でき
Will
る。
Smith.
ボロクソ。
Here now the 2-2. Third, reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
自分のやりたい趣味やら
1,
せてく
2,
ださい。
3 go the Rangers.
どうしたらいい
On
で
to
す
the
か。
bottom of the fourth now, still with no score.
錯覚かな。
So coming to the plate, Tony William. 0 for
桜
1
もいいよ
for
な。
him here in this one.
あんなキャッチャー欲
First
しいよ。
pitch coming, here it is. Line
Ah,
is short,
Sotomayor.
but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Striding in once again, Tony William.
Third baseman, Tony William.
もうちょっと下げてもいいかな。
He's ready. Here's the first
よし
offering.
よし、よかった。
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
And it's fouled away.
ちなみに
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
実は
On the ground
ちょ
to
っ
third.
と
One there. On to first,
実
and
は
they
ちょっ
get
と
them
野村
both.
野村健次郎さん読みになりよりかな、身長と体重が
Striding into the box.
178
Will
セン
Smith.
チ
No hits to this
180
point.
センチぐらいの、
Will Smith.
まあ、山田と野村さんと同じくらいか
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are two away.
180センチぐらいなんで
Now to the plate, Tony William.
Now batting.
180センチ
The third
76
baseman, Tony.
野村さんが178センチやったかな、満塁一打同点
First pitch on its way. Line
Yes,
drive
look
to
at
left.
it. Left, oh,
And that's in there. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up and they remain
いい
loaded
ね
here with
高
still
倉
only
君
one gone.
星への思いはまだ変わってないんだね
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Bell will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's
まあでも
a
私
big
移籍
out
するんで
number
ね
two.
レイズからナショナルリーグ行きたいんで移籍しますあ、ナショナルリーグからオファー来なか
Bradley
ったらや
Zimmer will come on now and
ダメで
pinch
すけど
run here.
Now running at first base for the Rays.
またレイズと
And
3
up
年
next
か
will
2
be
年契
Kelbert
約
Ruiz. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to
Ma,
put the rest of those
contender ka na.
bats behind it because
Kono
none of that matters if he can clutch up when it
この
really
世界の
counts.
コンテンダー行きましょう
Hey, clutch up right here. Clutch up, drive him in right here. Come on, let's go. Hey, no one better, huh? Hey, this is it. No one better up there. Hey,
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Hey, big moment. Easy. Here we go. That merry-go-round go. Hey, come on, baby. See it. Hey, let her rip. One time.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead
私は
runs
正
on
直
base.
坂倉君星やってほしいなって思ういやリトル石原もいいんだけど
And he holds off on the
Hey,
breaking
Little
ball, so the
Ishihara
count
どうなんだろう?
runs full.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is
ま
retired.
あね私林がいいと思うサードは
And it's a 4-3 finish in this
Yeah,
evening's
yeah,
ball game.
yeah, no,
Texas
like,
used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
For the victorious
林
Rangers,
君は
4
やっぱ
runs got
パワーあるからねやっぱそれが魅力だよね
MLB The
Alright,
Show's
something
coverage
that
of
goes
Major
in.
League Baseball is on the
Alright,
air.
something that-
A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Texas Rangers and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball comes your way next. Luis Castillo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
さすがにそれは恥
Up
ずかしい
next
お
will
ー
be
いやいや
Nick
こいつ
Williams as we
Nick
take a
Williams
look at the
すごいな。
splits between April and May.
4月が4割3分1厘で5月が3割4分7厘これはえぐい月間打率やばすぎゲッツはい
0-1 count and the pitch. Try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. There's one.
You're out.
But he'll
Out,
put
out,
this in his
yes, yes,
pocket
yes.
and be content with just the one
バント
out.
だってさせません
Hey, who'd you write in?
取っ
That
て
merry-go-round joke. Hey, come on, baby. See it.
た
Hey, let her rip. One time.
取 させるかって。
Stepping in, Tony William is 2 for 7 in the series so far.
William.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home, this would be huge for this team.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a...
ちょっとカメラ変えてやろう。これ全容が見えるから。あ、また。
player is the ability to talk to someone, and that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
D-Row, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because the guy doesn't like a pitch.
Into the box, Will Smith. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. Third, this could be 2. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Leading off the inning, Jose Ramirez. They'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
今年ガーディアンズのね、やっぱ優勝の動力源といったら彼ですよ。
He goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
いや、新井さんは愛されキャラだよね、本当。
Stepping into the box, Tony William. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
Very high, 2-1.
Nope, that's
3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. William on at first, nobody out. Runner goes in there. Now the throw. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
まあそこはメリハリつけてもろて、本当に。
Now batting, the designated hitter. Yeah.
Fouled off.
Chisholm.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
やってくんねえかな。やデフォルトか。
Pulled toward right center field.
Nick one's under it.
Two gone. Long throw to third.
あ、間に合うこれ。
The tag at third, and they got him a double play. And very quickly here, the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. It's the Rays 1 and the Rangers nothing. Stepping up to the plate, Tony William.
Now batting, third baseman.
フォアボール3つ盗塁か。
William.
First delivery to him on the way. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
Got it. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3.
来シーズン楽しみだな。
Ready now, Tony William. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
William.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Naquin's on the move.
He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Tony William, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Ready with the 2-0. And he fouls this one off.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Down the left field line and deep. And no one will track it down. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Yank the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Fouled away. Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded. Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark.
もっと下げていいな。50、67ぐらい。このぐらいか？70あれ。 配信お邪魔しますね。ありがとうございます。これは1が早く70だ。よし、ブルーゼンぶち切れてるとこ見に行かなきゃ。ブルージェイ戦やばい、3割5まで落ちてんな。ホームランがまあこれはまあ予想通りか。いい
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Brendan McKay will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tony William. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch, and a ball 1-0. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Full count, 3-2.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's out number 2.
許されるもんだ。進入もできなきゃ先般だから。
Now at the plate, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. And he is in there at the plate as he makes it all the way around on what was nothing short of a farce defensively. Digging in and looking for more, Tony William, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Williams.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Peterson has a read on it, makes the play, one away. Last half of the seventh here, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Tony William. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
The batter, the right fielder, Granby.
And there he goes towards second. Strike taken, the throw. And he is in there.
Well, the difference between a caught stealing and a stolen base is often pretty small, and that was a really good example. If that throw didn't make the fielder reach across his body a little bit, I think he could have been out.
Yeah, Dan, the throw wasn't all that bad, but it did end up a little more on the third base side of the bag, and that may have been the difference. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And this one is gone. A home run.
Nice save. 第6号ツーランホームラン
So a 2-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Striding in to start the ninth, Tony William, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Clearly fooled there on the slider. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Time right now.
3-1.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Hey,
The 3-1.
anyway, kid, here we go.
Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, man. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Tony William is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the ninth. 8-6 the final score tonight. Toronto jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Blake Snell will be the starter for the Rays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, this guy keeps his team in a ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
So striding forward now, Tony William. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Here it comes. Hot shot down the line. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. We are still scoreless. So digging in now, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Here it comes. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And he lays off for ball 1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that...
Next to bat for Toronto, Marcos Brito. Hit to third, right to him. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rays' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now.
なんかブルズいいな。ピーター・マリスってやつがいいのか。
Leading off for Toronto, the first baseman, number 44.
Down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. Digging in now, Tony William will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about...
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Tony William, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball just misses, that's ball 1.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here, right here.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Hey, shoot, hey, drive it, here we go.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Yeah, 1 a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get 1 knock a day, find a couple.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfield Michael Ciani. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping in for the Jays, Marcos Brito. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So 1 run on 3 hits. No.
Hey, keep going.
Digging in, Tony Williams, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Sit up something right here, let it fly.
Need you right now. Make something happen for us.
First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's low.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, keep it going up there. Your turn, your turn.
Get your pitch. No one better, buddy.
In the dirt. Throw goes over to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third.
Drive him in right now.
Hey, he's right here. Let's go, kid. Here we go. No one better.
From the stretch. Ripped down the line. And it's a base hit. And we are tied here in the ninth. And he is out, trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI.
これはさすがに勝ったっしょ。
Now at the plate,
ホ
Tony
ームラン打たなくても
Williams.
ヒット打てばいいんです、これ
The
は。
third baseman, Cody.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. So far on the year, William is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Looking good. No one better up there. Here we go.
Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Right guy, right place.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Hey, ducks on the pond.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
ああ、
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
いい土地に変えるか。
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
For tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Jordan Yamamoto gets the ball for the Rays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
The left fielder, number
Here's Jock Peterson now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Hit hard down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Row, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously.
Now batting, Tony Williams. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. And Dan D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Digging in, Tony Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. The pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to go as the third baseman, Tony Williams. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Turned on down the line. Fielded cleanly. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another chance. Tony Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Lays off 2-2 now.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Now here it comes. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay go to work on ending what's become an 8-game skid. First pitch is next. Victor Rodriguez will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Settling in now, Tony Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line.
Yeah.
I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, your pitch.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Standing in, Tony Williams. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Tony Williams.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. And there's out number 2. Into the box now, Tony Williams. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw gets him 2 down. 11-3 the final score in this contest. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first.
A player with a hot bat gets a call from his representative. The player has decided he might like a role change. An all-star is approached with an unexpected proposal. GMs are always tinkering, looking for ways to improve a team. When the player balks, the manager quickly backs off the idea.
あ、やった、セカンドになった。お、セカンドになった、やった。直訴したら認めてくれました。直訴したら認めてくれましたね。やったセカンドやりたいっつったら、セカンドやりたいって直訴したら認めてくれたわ。感謝。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Tampa Bay come in as losers in their last 9 games. They'll try to prevent that streak from reaching double digits next. Lucas Giolito, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than the league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over.
Leading off,
1-2, here it comes.
The right fielder.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's one gone to start the night.
セカンドが一番面白いわね。
Now at the plate, Tony William. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
ゴールドグラバー。
The 1-0.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
The set and the 1-1. Robinson at second, Adames at first, 2 out in the inning. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the... Striding in, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1-1 the count.
Come on now, one time right here.
Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder giving chase. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very... Digging in now for the Yankees, Barrett Barnes.
Center fielder, Barrett.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ground out to short. Adames brings it in, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Standing in, Tony William.
The second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. In there, 1-1.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your fit.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Come on, big guy. See it? Grab it right here.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose.
Come on, big guy. Let her rip. One time.
Spin and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in. Chop to the right side. Should get the runner to third. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Just hung in there on that one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jazz Chisholm, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Yankees lead it. Next for New York, Tyler Callahan. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Little chopper up the middle. One there, but wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
And kids, this is why you...
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. New York led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. We are under the lights as the show gets.
さあ行きましょう。
Davy Garcia will be
Davey
on the
Garcia.
bump for
Don't
game
show
2
no
of the
lights on the
series.
lights.
What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Coming to the plate now, Tony William, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. He enters play hitting in the 2s for the year. Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
And here with the infield back.
Up next for the Rays, Tony William. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch.
That counts 1-1.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton is right there. 1 gone. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Barrett Barnes. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Out towards second. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
やばいエラー記録しちゃった。
Plate, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
2-1.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
3-1 to him now. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And that's his second triple of the season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
The right fielder, number 32.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Yeah, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Line to the right side, but foul. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Rays in the game so far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Great job there by this.
Digging in to try it again, Chadwick Tromp. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Oh, look at that stop. To second for one, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Aaron Savali has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
New York Yankees. Number 43, Aaron.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
The 1-1. Left side, but well foul.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there.
The 1-2. Line towards center field. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Now batting, the right fielder.
For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a dive, but he's back.
Come on, big. Get your pitch. Let's go.
And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. Another throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out.
Come on, big guy. Drive in those runs.
He's running. This is on the ground over to first. And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second. Next will be the designated hitter, Jazz Chisholm. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Chisholm.
Hey, drive in for us. Here you go.
The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball.
Hey, keep it going right here. Keep it going.
Now a pickoff play at second, and he'll dive back in. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
What's that saying? You play to win the game? Well, that was a big roll of the dice to steal third. But it looks pretty genius now that it worked out. Now they just need to execute at the plate and get that go-ahead run home.
Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Long run for the right fielder, and no one will track it down. Ready with another 2-2. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. There's one. Relay to Olsen. Return the double play, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Fuentes. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One left for the Yankees. We are into extra innings, and next will be the speed threat, Tony Williams.
Tony Williams.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. And the leadoff man is retired here to start the extra frames. Ready once again, Tony Williams.
The second baseman, Tony Williams.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
Hey, keep it going. Clutch up for us right here.
He's set. The 0-1.
1-1.
Fine, let's go right here.
Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Wow, they went to the pen.
8-6, the final score tonight. Tampa Bay get the win on the heels of 4 home runs.
For the victorious Rays.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball comes your way next. Adrian Hauser gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Digging in, Tony Williams, 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. First pitch coming, here it is. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get.
At the plate, Tony Williams. He reached on a single in his first try.
Tony Williams.
From the belt, kicks and deals. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with 1 gone.
Hey, hit me a seed right here.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up...
Stepping into the box, Tony Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Stay back. Get your pitch. Let's go.
2-1 the count. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. Throw won't get him.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra base.
Into the box now, Chadwick Trump, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run. 90 feet away at third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
同点ですね。
So stepping in, Tony William. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. On the move is Stanton. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched. And he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Joe Jimenez will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the seventh. A little bit outside. 2-1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Reyes hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strike. 4-2 the final score today. The Yanks used a nice fifth inning to take the lead.
最後猛打賞でしたから。さあ最後成績見ましょうかね。トロントの3連戦か。ああ、やっちゃうか。じゃあ最後は打撃操作だけ。5月最後の試合。
A manager addresses his team about their recent slump.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Eric Pardinho gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Here comes the first pitch. Tony William is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Hey, see it, try it. Let's go, big dog.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now in the box, Tony William. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested.
Back to first, and he throws it away. And he'll get in there safely.
2アウト2塁の。
Now at the plate, Tony William, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And that's the second out. Ready for another shot now. Tony William, no hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. High in the air out to center field. Duncan is right there, 1 down. Coming to the plate now, Tony William, and their runners at the corners now. Here's the first pitch to him. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Sliced hard down the left field line. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score. 12-3 is the way this one ends. Tampa Bay scored 12 times en route to a win tonight.
2 minutes.
We are under the lights. Alec Manoah, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little...
Hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
Go.
Liner in there for a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Row, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
So striding in, Tony William. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
The windup and the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. So it's a ground ball single to left for him here, his second hit tonight, and that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Tony William, pulled toward right center field. Grisham will back up and put this away for a long out number 1. Digging in once again, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that will stretch the lead to 4 now.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire...
At the plate, Tony William. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
The 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here it comes. swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul.
Drive it, kid. Here you go.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hilliard moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. (12-3) is the way this one ends. The Rays scored 12 times in round 2, a win tonight. MLB The Show.
よし。あ、先制のチャンス。
The second baseman, Tony Williams.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
In now, Tony Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Peterson is there to put it away, and the runner will be... So coming to the plate, Tony Williams. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No one better. Let's go, kid.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. And there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Tony Williams, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
Hit hard to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
You don't see that too much in today's game.
Striding into the box, Tony Williams. He singled his last time up. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Into the wind, the 0-1. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got to hurry, and the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Rays come out on top for their...
さあ、今日は5月終わらせました。はい、じゃあ、ここまでにしましょうかね。最後、成績見ましょうか。はい、60試合出場して、打率が3割6厘。ホームラン13分、打点が56、14通り。出塁3割6分厘、長打率5割3分3厘。OPS895。まあ、去年よりかは、マシですね。守備率が9割9分。おー、いいじゃないですか。失策しないでかもしれないな。で、王が 2.8。はい。ということでね、まあ、フル出場は続けてるみたいなんでね。 まあ、次回も頑張っていこうと思いますので、よろしければ見てくださると嬉しいです。ということで、今日はここまで